Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Nieves Speed Shop. I've been working on cars as far back as I can remember. My father used to own a junkyard when I was a kid, and I've been obsessed with cars ever since. I remember helping my father with his 5-liter Fox body convertible, 13-to-1 compression, tunnel ram intake, 2 4-barrels. It was overkill, but it was ridiculous and it was fun. The car was an absolute monster, and I've been hooked ever since. And ever since I've been able to drive, I have not been able to leave a vehicle stock. Everything I own has some form of modification. Even my family mobile, I've cut out the catalytic converters and has a cold air intake. Not much, but it's definitely not stock. I figure since I'm building a bunch of cool cars as it is, working on my own personal projects and my friends' projects, I might as well start recording these things and share them with everybody else. Maybe I can inspire somebody to modify their daily driver and turn it into something cool. Or, a lot of cases I'll be able to help you by showing you, how-to videos of certain things that I'm doing to improve my cars or make them faster, or even just fix some defects from the factory. Believe it or not, that's pretty common for some of the things you'll do. Well, I'll be doing. My friends are all car guys, so you'll get a good variety on this channel of different kinds of vehicles. My friend Chris, I'm going to be helping him build his 240. I'm by no means an import guy. I'm all Ford, all American, all V8, but V6 and straight 6 too. But I'll be helping him build his little 240 with a KA and a turbo. All my personal projects are going to be either Ford or Ford Power or some variation of that. My daily driver is a 1999 Ford F-150 with a 3.8 liter pushrod turbocharged V6. Unfortunately, I decided to start this channel after I finished that project, so I don't have any video footage of the build or the engine assembly or the turbo kit build or anything like that. I did, however, document it on several forums, and you can actually see the dyno videos on my channel. There's a couple of videos of it on the dyno, doing a couple of flybys, just little stuff like that. I will include the link to the forum builds of that truck in descriptions of the truck videos, and probably in the description on this video as well. I'm currently building a 93 Fox body Mustang coupe. I'm putting a 4-liter inline 6-cylinder Barra engine made in Australia. It was kind of a pain in the butt to get over here into America, and I should be one of the first people in the States with a Fox body, with a Barra-powered Mustang in general, but definitely a Barra-powered coupe. I didn't record the beginning stages of this build, removing the factory engine, removing the factory wiring harness, removing the stock 4-cylinder cross member and replacing it with the now aftermarket cross member. But I will be including, I've got several pictures of it, and once again I'll include links to the builds of the forums that I have the builds on. And from this point on, I will be documenting the entire build on video, from fitting the engine into position, getting the motor mounts made, getting the transmission cross member fabricated. I'm making a custom transmission adapter so I can use an American transmission instead of having to import Australian transmissions. And I'll be probably including video of how I'm making that, along with the full build. I'm going to be the motor. I'm going to get the car put together with the naturally aspirated Barra engine, but it will be turbocharged. It will be getting aftermarket pistons, rods, ARP everything, aftermarket valves, valve springs, all that good stuff. So I'll be documenting that engine build as well. So keep in mind, this is a personal project, so personal project requires personal funds, and I'm a family man. I've got a wife, 3 kids, full-time job. I just do this for a hobby, so part of it is whenever I get the time to actually work on the car, and part of it is, hey, I can't do a part of the build until I have the money to pay for the parts. So it's going to be a slow-going project, but I will keep you guys. I hope you guys will follow along with it. I also have a 1996 Mustang Cobra. I had the car running with a 5.4 liter dual cam. Unfortunately, I paid a machine shop to not only machine the engine but to assemble the engine, and it's the biggest mistake I've ever made. I'm never gonna play that game again. This time I am having a different machine shop handle all the machining of boring the block, line honing it, and all the things that I don't have the equipment to do. But I will be assembling the engine myself. There will be a video of it, showing modifications to the block. Also, just the general things that I like to do when I'm building an engine. Everyone has different practices. Everyone has their own steps that they follow. I'm going to take you guys through mine. Hopefully, they can help you. Don't rake me over the coals. I've got my way of doing it. It's been successful for me. If you like doing it a different way, more power to you. First build that I will be documenting on this channel is going to be known as Jerry's El Camino. A friend of mine has a 1987 El Camino. It's currently barely getting down the street with its 4.3 liter V6 and a transmission that's been on its last leg for a couple of years. So that drivetrain is on its way out, and it's going to be replaced with a LQ4, a 6-liter LS style engine out of a 2001 Suburban. The first video that I'm going to be releasing, aside from this intro video, is the first stages of me just removing the engine. Now that one's probably going to be kind of a boring video. It's going to be lots of shots of my back, hunched over the car or over the truck, pulling the engine, and just getting it out so I can actually start on it. The second video that I'm going to be posting is documenting the disassembly of the engine and the different things that I like to look for when I am disassembling an engine and doing an inspection on it. Now the engine ran beautiful, the transmission shifted beautifully. The only reason I'm doing a rebuild on it is peace of mind. The engine had 240,000 miles on it. If I'm going to go through the effort of removing it from one vehicle and installing it into another, I might as well take the time to rebuild it, put some new rings, bearings, a couple of modifications to the block to improve the oiling system, maybe port the heads, maybe put a cam in there if the budget allows for it. But I will be documenting all of that, and you guys will be able to follow along with it. Keep in mind, I'm a mechanic. I'm not a videographer. This is the first time I've ever even attempted to record something and put it out for the internet for the world to see. Everything that I've done up to this point has just been pictures, quick snapshots, and descriptions on forums, so that way I have all the time in the world to get my words together and put them down coherently on a piece of paper. I may stumble, I may ramble, hell, my video shots may be crap. Bear with me. If you guys can offer some constructive criticism in the comments below, please, I welcome it. Obviously, I said constructive criticism. I know how the internet is. Please don't be jerks. I'll probably just ignore it, but, I'd like to keep this a fun, family-friendly channel, and we're all car guys. Just got to help each other move through with this. I'm a big fan of YouTube builds, and such as Project Binky. I've watched Project Binky from episode 1 to episode 22. Each one I've rewatched the entire series probably 10 or 15 times at least. I'm a big fan of Aaron Cake with that 76 Mazda Cosmo. Now, I'm not a rotary guy. I don't like anything to do with the rotary, but I got a lot of respect for the build that he's doing. I wish he would put a V8 in it, but hey, it's not my car. I'm not going to tell him how to do it. Mighty Car Mods, of course. You got to tip the hat to the originals. Guys are legends, and hope I'm probably never going to get as big as those guys, but I at least want to offer different kinds of content. A lot of the stuff I've seen on there is import related and front wheel drive stuff, and I want to bring American cars, V8s usually, well, with the exception of my buddy Chris, but I think I can offer something, some, at least bare minimum, some off the wall builds. I mean, I don't know of too many push rod 3.8 liter V6 turbo F-150s out there, and I definitely have surprised quite a few people at the stoplights, and pulling off on the line, and then they hear the turbo noise, and all of a sudden they realize, okay, there's something going on with this truck. So all of my vehicles are kind of like that, and all of the builds on my channel are going to be focused towards that. Cosmetically, the car looks good, it looks good. If it doesn't, I just want to make sure that it goes fast. So follow along, guys. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if you have any requests or constructive criticism down in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos far and wide. I want to get as many eyeballs on this stuff as possible. You know, just bring more car stuff, more car content to YouTube. I don't like the idea that all of the car shows we see on TV are over-dramatized crap, where it's like, oh my God, I've got 5 days to make it to this show, and I'm going to build a car that would normally take 2 years to build. No, it's going to be me, a regular guy, building cars in my shop. There's not going to be over any dramatization. There's not going to be any random skits on the side where we go get ice cream and play stupid jokes. It's car stuff, car related. It's going to be heavily tech focused and build focused and mechanical focused, not the drama, the stuff that ruined American Chopper, the stuff that ruined all the other car shows that everyone knew and loved. That's not going to be me. It's going to be tech stuff, mechanical stuff, build quality, build focused. So, like I said, like, subscribe, share far and wide. Enjoy.